So I'm here with Sam Scoyan, a full-time student at UWL and a full-time worker as well. Sam, with your busy schedule, do you ever have time to work out?
It's pretty tough to find some time in the day to work out. I usually try to at least go for a run or get some cardio in at night. Um, but during the day, I don't really have that time to just set aside and go be active.
Yeah, for sure. So whenever you go on your runs at night, do you try to plan out your route beforehand, or do you just kind of run wherever you feel like it?
I usually plan it out, I guess. I run down by the water, by the river, and then up towards kind of like the bridge area and stuff like that. So I would say it's pretty planned.
Are there like any places that you ever tried to avoid, or just any spots that you don't ever really want to run through?
I try to stay away from kind of like the parks, I'd say, just because there's usually some kind of sketchy people there, homeless people I know like to hang out there, and just kind of in that time, every time I've been down there, like walking downtown or anything like that, I feel like I've always just kind of been heckled a little bit by them. Makes me kind of feel uncomfortable and stuff like that. So I guess that would be one area I guess I tend to stay away from.
Yeah, that's totally understandable. Do you think there's like a solution to avoid a situation like that from occurring in the future?
Um, I mean, I don't know if you can really tell them. I don't know. Um, I guess not. None that comes to mind right now.
Okay. Do you think that maybe it would be a better idea to like enforce stricter rules on who is allowed or not allowed in the park, or do you think it would be more beneficial to have like a more designated area for those under the poverty line and those homeless people to be able to congregate and not have it really affect other people?
Yeah, I mean that'd be a great idea. I don't know if where they would put that, but I think if they were all in one area and we all kind of were aware of it instead of just kind of being in little parks and kind of just nice areas that we want to be in, I think that would help a lot for safety wise and just feeling more safe in the community.
All right, awesome, thank you. So I'm here with Josh Goodrow, another UWL student. Josh does not work full time, but when he gets the opportunity, he is a babysitter for a family who lives in the Cross. Josh, would you consider the kids in the family to be pretty active?
Absolutely. When I'm babysitting the kids, there's really not a whole lot of time that we spend inside, especially when it's light outside. Parents especially like to get their kids outside, moving, and take advantage of when we can be outside during the daytime.
All right, that sounds pretty nice. Are there any like specific places that you are or like aren't allowed to take the kids, or that the parents like don't want you to take them somewhere?
Yeah, sometimes, downtown and then kind of like the city of La Crosse, there are some parks that just seem to be congregated with some less fortunate people, homeless people especially, that just the parents would just like me to avoid. There's just always, tends to be not a lot of good activity going on there sometimes, and they just would rather that I stay away from those areas.
All right, for sure. Yeah, it sounds like just being safe and having them protected at all times seems like a pretty big thing that they're worried about. Um, so obviously there are places that aren't as safe and protected at all times, but do you think there's a solution to make these parks like in places safer?
Yeah, I think there should be some sort of like a recreation center or other parks that can be designated for either the less fortunate, but then also other parks that are dedicated for certain age groups only. You have kids, in my instance, one of them's 4, another one's 8. You have just a park that only kids that age and their babysitter or their parents are allowed to go and take them to, just to try to create a more positive environment and make parents and kids feel more safe about where they're going.
Awesome. Yeah, I think that's a great idea. Thank you. No way am I trying to say that we should just completely try and move out or eliminate those less fortunate. What I am trying to say is that I think there is a solution that both sides of the party can benefit from. Those less fortunate and those who are citizens in La Crosse trying to use public spaces. I just think that some of the spaces that are being occupied by those less fortunate It's kind of just bringing a certain vibe and energy that is not supposed to be intertwined with the places that they're hanging out. I just think ultimately that there is a solution that we can find that is going to be able to benefit both parties.